it's Rachel from Walk the Talk. Good evening. I am going to be creating a fantastic chicken recipe tonight for you guys, and I will also be sharing the recipe with you as well. So we're always looking for something new and different to try for dinner, or I am anyway. It's easy to get bored with food, and that's why I started to write recipe books. So if this is the first time that you have seen me on Facebook, or if this is the first time that you've experienced me cooking for you live on Facebook, my name is Rachel. I run this page, Walk the Talk Fitness, and I also have a collection of cookbooks, and the recipe collection is called Cut the Crap, No Bullshit Cookery. So it's basically to help you eat well, but with recipes that are actually tasty. I'm just sharing the video so that other people can watch. So I believe that healthy eating should be enjoyable, it should be tasty, it should be something that you can get the ingredients easily from your local supermarket, and it should be something that the whole family can enjoy. I'm not on wine yet, I'm still on tea. And I'm in the process at the moment of creating new recipes for my 5th cookbook. I know, I actually can't believe we're on the 5th one. So here we go. Just put that light on there. So I'm going to create a recipe today called Calm Your Pants Chicken. Now, I decided to call it Calm Your Pants Chicken because it contains, or I created it to contain, as many natural anti-inflammatory ingredients as I possibly can. So to help calm your body down. The reason I created this recipe really was actually to get to help to calm inflammation down within my own body. So I included lots of spices and fresh ingredients that will help to achieve that. Hence the Calm Your Pants Chicken. For those of you that may be struggling with things like IBS or irritable bowels or upset guts or bloating, that kind of thing, I've made sure that this recipe is low FODMAP. So that means that it doesn't contain any FODMAP foods, or it contains low amounts of FODMAP foods. If you don't know what a FODMAP is, I'll include the link in the comments of the video so that you can look it up. But if you know what it is, you'll know why I'm telling you that. Alright, so the recipe is at the on my website. I'll just post a link for you now before I get started with actually creating it here in front of you. So let me just post that in the comments of the video for you so that you can actually start to... Yeah, so when the video is finished, go to this link and you will get the recipe. Okay, let's get started then. I've got everything ready, I think. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. Don't click on the link yet because it will take you away from the video. So in a food processor, I've got that little pot here, we're going to place, show you my ingredients down here. Still got my shorts on from the gym this morning. So we've got fresh chilli. I'm going to use a whole red chilli, some fresh ginger root, a small handful of fresh coriander. I know some of you think of that as the devil herb, but it really is quite an integral part of this recipe. If you want to take away the coriander, you could use something like lemon thyme or parsley instead. We've got turmeric powder, which I'm nearly run out of. We've got so ground cumin, ground turmeric powder, garam masala, and ground coriander seeds. I'm also using a garlic infused olive oil. Yep, so if you have problems with garlic, or garlic upsets your stomach like me, you can use the garlic infused oil. I bet you didn't know that. Okay, so basically all I'm going to do is throw all of these ingredients in the food processor. I've cut a thumb size of fresh ginger here. I'm going to whack that in there. I'm just going to take the top off the chilli and the wee bits at the end. I'm going to leave the seeds in because I love spicy food. Then I'm going to squeeze, it should be a whole lemon, but I only have half a lemon left because I used the other half earlier for something else. So it should be the juice of a whole lemon, but like I said, I've only got half, which is a bit shit, I know, but you know, oh shit. So I'm going to put the whole, I would normally put a whole lemon, just full lemon in there. Squeeze it out. I used the other half of this last night for my fish for dinner, so it's not got that much juice left in it from sitting in the fridge all night. Okay, so that's that. And oops. So I'm going to put, you can get the exact like amounts of the ingredients on the website, but I'm just going to throw in a couple of tablespoons of this garlic infused olive oil. This is a really nice garlic infused oil actually. Some of them are not very strong, but this one's really strong. I think it's from Lidl, this one actually, or Aldi, can't remember. So that is most of the ingredients in there. So I'm just drinking my tea. I'm going to put, if you want to get the exact amounts of ingredients, guys, go to the website. Turmeric, which is the main feature of this. I'm going to use some cumin. That's a really, really fresh, strong cumin, that one, so I don't need as much of that. Some garam masala. As you can see, I very rarely measure anything, which is why it makes it hard for me to write recipes. Oh shit, that was far too much coriander there. I'm just going to take a wee bit of that out because that was too much. So that is pretty much everything in there. I'm actually going to just put a tiny little bit of extra oil in because I didn't have as much lemon juice as I should. Not that that's a substitute. There you go. So that's all the ingredients in there. And then all we're going to do now is food processor. Goes on there. And blend it up. Just a second. So you might need to like get a little something to just push it down, push the sides down, and help to sort of blitz it up a bit more. So make sure it's proper blitzed. And just continue to sort of push it down, because you need to really make sure that the actual chilli's making me cough. You need to make sure that the chilli is properly cut up, because you don't want to get like a massive bit of chilli and then die off. Okay, so once that's done, it should kind of resemble like a bit of a paste. Right, to show you. So it's lovely and yellow because of the turmeric. So there's loads of really yummy ingredients in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the marinade here from the food processor into a bowl of some sort, right? So just make sure you get it all out. Every time I make this, there's slightly different quantities of stuff in it, to be honest. So, because I tend to be terrible for just flinging stuff in. So you can add more chilli to this if you want it to be spicier, or the opposite also applies. You can add less. So as you can see, it's like a paste, right? And there's not actually much of it, but that's because you don't actually need a lot of it. All right. So that's that done. 1 second. I highly recommend that you wear gloves for the next part. I've only got one left. Shit, that's good. You wear gloves for the next part because otherwise you're going to get turmeric stains everything. So you need to be really careful with what you do with it. Okay, so I'm going to just nip over here now. So you've got the marinade there. I've got 600 grams of really nice free range chicken breast here. Size of these, man, huge. So because these are so thick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to butterfly them so that they're thinner and they cook more quickly. So all you really need to do there is, if you've never butterflied a chicken before, I don't know if you can see from over there, but basically just stick your knife through lengthways and just cut through, and it's called butterflying the chicken breast, so it opens it up, and then just cut through. Alright, so that's halved. You can actually batter it a little bit to make it a bit thinner. Cool. So that means it will cook quicker, which is always good. Because sometimes we're in a rush and that's always good. So I'm just going to do the same with this one. We're nearly there, hold on tight. Same with this one. Done. Okay, cool. So at this stage, what you can do is you can actually, you would need a bigger bowl than this. This is the biggest bowl I can find at the moment because I've been cleaning my kitchen out today and I've been really ruthless and I've literally thrown everything in the bin. I need to go and get new. So at this stage, a bigger bowl, you could actually marinate the chicken for a bit longer, right? So you could cover it. So I'm just going to show you like how little of this stuff you need because it's really potent. It covers the chicken really quickly. It's bright yellow. Bright yellow. It's actually a really lovely colour. So you're going to fire up a pan on the gas at hot heat, very hot. So get that nice and warm. Make sure your chicken is coated. So you could marinate that for a few hours if you had the time. Obviously, I am on Facebook Live, so that's not going to work. I'm just putting about the cable on this microphone because actually just 1 second, that's better. I left my tray over here. Get a tray sorted, right? Get a tray sorted. Okay, so that's nice and hot. Nearly, it's not quite hot enough yet. Should have been more organised. While I'm just waiting for that to heat up, if you can hit the share button on the video, I would love you if you could do that. That'd be wonderful. Then you can other people can see. So we're going to just sear the chicken, right? So we're just going to put it on here for about a minute on each side. Looks good. Just coat the chicken. Just about a minute on each side, not any longer than that, until it sort of starts to look grilled. Oh, so you should smell it. Woohoo! Smells fucking amazing! Sorry if that was really loud, I have got a microphone on. Who likes my mug? Coolest person ever. We're nearly there. Smell-o-vision would be good, I know. So about a minute on each side, but I'm just gonna go a wee bit faster for the sake of the video. So you get those nice char grilled. Ooh, lots of chilli in that. My eyes are nipping. So you get that kind of char grilled colour. If you're using a griddle pan, it's even better. Sorry, it's just loads of chilli and it's just waiting. By the way, if anyone would like one of these fancy running tops with a cool little hood at the back, I'm selling them. They have the Walk the Talk logo on. They're very cosy, but they're also nice and lightweight. Once they're done, stick them on your tray. If you would like one of my gorgeous running chops, just give me a shout and I will order one for you. They are £35 and they will last you forever. Okay, so I'm just going to do these in a couple of batches because my bowl is too small. So I've got enough chicken here to feed me for like a week. I've also got enough in the freezer to feed me for another week because I've been testing this recipe so many times this week. Oh my god! If anyone wants some of my turmeric chicken and you're free tonight, make your way over to my house and I will give you some. I'm not even lying, by the way. So I'm just putting the rest of the marinade that's left here in the bowl. Just tap, like, oh fucking hell, chili man. Tapping it on there. Take my glove off. No yellow hands because I looked after my hands. Put a gloves on. So I'm just waiting on these, just searing on both sides. This is how quick it is to do food prep, by the way, for the weekend. So if you did a tray of this chicken, that would last you lunches all week, and then all you need to do is whack some veggies in. It's a piece of piss, so stop giving me your bullshit excuses that you don't have time. Okay, so they've been seared on both sides. Ugh. If there's anything left in here, don't waste it. Just whack it on top. Okay, so now we have, as you can see, a tray of partially cooked chicken breasts that smell like the phenomenalness. I've got an oven that's on at 200 degrees and I'm going to put them in the oven for 10 minutes. One sec till so I need to take them out in 10 minutes. Okay, so that's them. Fuck, there's so much jelly in that. So yeah, probably put a bit too much chilli in there, to be honest. So that is the Calm Your Pants chicken. It's full of anti-inflammatory ingredients. It tastes really, really good. I know I created the recipe and that sounds like I've got a really big head, but it's actually really, really nice. If you want the recipe, make sure you go to the website here. I'm going to post it again. Boom! And yeah, it's on there, the exact ingredients, the exact amounts of what you need. And also, if you just go down to the bottom of the page, you can put your name and email address in there and I will send you 10 more recipes for free. And that will help you with your food prep for the rest of the week. So thanks very much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy making the recipe once you go onto the website and actually look at it. And if you don't mind, I would love it if you could share the video. There should be a little share button at the bottom of your screen right now. And if you could share that, that would be really, really nice. Again, my name is Rachel, if you don't have a clue who I am, from Walk the Talk Fitness, which is soon to be changing to just Walk the Talk. I would love it if you could share the video, spread the word of yummy food. Leave me a comment below if you're watching, let me know what you think, and if you do make the recipe, get in touch with me. I'd love to hear how you got on. Have a great Saturday night. I'm away to pour myself a glass of wine and chill the fuck out. Have a good one.